I thought we could start by talking about class community. BLC's mission is to empower and support adult learners by teaching English and building community. Why is building community in there right next to teaching English? Why is it important, and how do you as teachers go about building a safe, supportive learning community in your class?
Sure. So building a learning community really strengthens students' ability to learn. If they feel safe and connected, it lowers some of the defensiveness. It lowers some of the barriers. Um, you can learn a language on Duolingo all by yourself. This is sort of is not as successful as a class where you are connected with other people. Seeing other learners make mistakes, and that's okay, and supporting them and having other students support you when you make mistakes just helps learners develop um, a confidence, a willingness to take risks.
Um, the adult learner, especially in language, learning a language is a vulnerable thing. I know because I'm trying to learn a new language, and it's for an adult learner, it's a vulnerable thing. And I think they only learn if they feel like they are in a safe environment. And the language learner must learn how to make mistakes, or else they won't try. So, do you want how I build community? Is that
Yeah,
yeah?
sure.
So I start off with welcoming emails, so they know we're all a group. And then the first month or so is information about each other that they have to come up with their lives. And then the round robin questions and answers is Maria ask Jorge this question as so they're interacting with each other. I like to have them bring homework, bringing objects from their home. It's kind of a interesting thing that people bring, and also homework about their country. Like next Tuesday, talk about this holiday in your country. We learn about each other, and I think breakouts really help because they realize that they are a community, they are a class. It's not just a flyby. It is a class.
One of the things that's special about BLC is the focus on community and having it as part of the mission statement. It Many programs don't have the space to build community. Their students don't come back year after year. Their teachers don't come back year after year. So that's something that's special about BLC that we have to nurture. The other reason I focus on community in my class is because in my personal life with immigrants, going on 30 years now, loneliness is the number one thing that they talk about in their first 10 years here in the United States, and especially in Oregon. It's hard to make friends in Oregon. Um, when I go to conferences and listen to students speak, they always mention the friendships they've made in class, sometimes before they talk about the English they learned in class.
I think also just at the beginning of class, when students come into class, I'll greet them. How are you? Are you okay? And students appreciate that. And yeah, it takes a few extra minutes. Even if a student comes late, I won't take the time, maybe if we're already engaged in the lesson, to have an extensive discussion with them, but I'll make sure to say, "Oh, hi, Amy, welcome." And then we move on. It's important to be acknowledged with your name
Mhm.
pronounced
The other
correctly.
the other thing that we do is we have a class WhatsApp group. And so everybody can post information if they want, or gosh, during COVID, we had lots of notifications of how to get a vaccination or events that are going on. And the other thing, we do the sort of greeting at the beginning, and I make sure to learn how to say hello in each person's first language, and the other students pick up on that. And so you'll have a Spanish speaker saying salam alaikum to an Afghan student who will reply buenos dias. I mean, it warms my heart.